having the mines. It looks like we're going to be seeing Gao dropping the Graviton Surge as well, and it's going to be Karasuno actually just trying to hold on here, and that they do. The Blizzard from far actually enough to make sure that they sustain through that, and here you can already have it coming online for the tank line of Karasuno. Earthshatter now securing a couple of kills, and that should be it. Karasuno, they're gonna
very situation to be in if I were Karasuno themselves. Not really looking too hot on the economy on that team. The Discord being put onto Boostio, of course. Tracer only 150 health. Definitely can't be taking these big hits, especially with Discord on him. Boostio having to forcibly retreat, not getting the health pack, and unfortunately falling to Mikey. Team Noble looking absolutely strong this time around. It is on overtime. 32% only for Karasuno before they can even take the point anymore at this time. Noble with a strong finisher cleaning up for this fight. Is on overtime. 32% only for Karasuno before they can even take the point anymore at this time. Noble with a strong finisher cleaning up for this fight.
Yeah, and that's going to be overtime ticking down. Noble equalizing the score now, tied at 1. Rip far out of the sky. They can actually dive. Oh, he goes out the side. Antol so quick with the whip shot.
See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. That's exactly what Antol said to Hopeful right there. And it seems as if right here, the Bastion pick is actually working in Karasuno's favor. We were really shocked to hear about this, but look at this. The way that Boostio and Far have been working out together, wiping out Noble, forcing them to retreat back to the spawn. And Boostio popping the ult, but getting taken care of almost immediately before he could do anything by Hopeful with the double kill on Orisa and Boostio. Fantastic showing right here. Karasuno falling shortly as Team Noble finally finds their footing back onto this point for the first time. As of course you see that percentage ticking at nearly 60%. See what he's going to be able to do to try to push through this. I mean, Karasuno definitely taking the 3 pick right here in the lead. And the Deadeye coming through, managing to take Far, using the Sigma to combo into that. The influx actually allowing him to rotate around and get that Deadeye. Looking absolutely strong. Karasuno still coming back to reclaim their throne here on the point.
And this is the issue too with, you know, trying to extend. I mean, it's obviously the right play to try to extend their lead a little bit, push it into that 90.
Protect them from the amplification matrix, wasting its time. The overtime is on board right here. The Blizzard, as you were mentioning, comes out on Team Noble. The Transcendence though, can it save them? Can it save them? And Boostio now getting Mikey here. It's looking fantastic for Karasuno here. The Diva Bomb is ready as well as she does die Pizza Demon. Unfortunately though, Brooks does fall right afterwards to that. Boostio managing to take out Tensa 2, getting that 2 pick. Absolutely important, getting the 3 pick, taking care of the DPS. The overtime still ticking. The desperation from Mikey with the Hammond pick, unfortunately not working out as Team Noble just staggers, and it is Karasuno to allow Pizza Demon to get in that Discord orb, falling immediately afterwards. Far and Fix taking care of Noble to push in further. Honestly, just forcing Noble to retreat back at this point. Looking like Karasuno is honestly giving Noble here
to get through it, and they're going to have to invest resources to do just that.
Definitely do with the grab coming through, and no need for the shatter. The double kill coming for Karasuno here. And the triple, the Gao falling right afterwards, and Karasuno forcing Noble to retreat once again. A team kill at that, adding in that extra time for the bank. As you saw earlier on, you have Karasuno's Fix babysitting the payload while and the blank shatter. Gao getting hit immediately with that pin, almost immediately, just not letting Noble even see the light of day for defending this second point.
Yeah, and you saw initially Karasuno to work with here, Vicky. That's so much time. And on top of that, you have advantage with the Transcendence specifically. So as long as you can play out Brooks with that Deadeye, you actually could keep pushing this thing on.
The Transcendence, although he does find a sneaky way to get Shiz out of the picture here. It doesn't matter though, Karasuno still managing to win this interaction versus Noble, forcing them back. I mean, despite not even having any ult, you see Shiz right there, racking up with 95% for that shatter. It's looking the big one, and finding his way around the corner, forcing Noble on the other side, and the shatter getting blocked by the shield, and the Blizzard able to try to retaliate back. Here comes all the ults, but not going to be able to save them. Look at the back cap, though. Look at the back cap. Not able to get it, though. Not this time around. We're not going to see it once again here in Contenders. Not going to be allowed by Noble. Noble holding and Orisa trying to rotate around. We already have the first pick coming from Team Noble, getting the double on the support and the tank. That's going to be an absolutely huge push right here for Noble to get back onto the point.
You can already see Noble. They're in a great position finding these last few kills, and despite Karasuno still being around, it looks like they might not be able to contest, at least not for too long.
Absolutely not. You see right here, Noble, they definitely needed to do this too, especially since Noble was able to capture that flaw. The strike able to take out Mikey immediately from this spawn point right here. Going a little too far. The shield is low on health. Shiz, the drum to try to add in that extra damage, taking out all across from Brooks. He does have the Deadeye at the ready, as we mentioned earlier. Hasn't used it just yet, and here it comes out. Hopeful, and getting the double kill, the Deadeye, the triple on Boostio. Retaliation here coming from Noble as they do manage to find their way to coming from, you see right here, Boostio, Pizza Demon having to use that right over there with the Transcendence, taking out Far immediately, keeping his team alive. But right afterwards, the amplification right there coming from the Baptiste. Unfortunately, from around the corner, you're not able to push through. Boostio taking out two of the members of Team Noble. The double kill now coming from Boostio. Absolutely feeling himself right here.
Yeah, for sure. And Noble now will have to be backed up, but 145 here. Karasuno making some swaps, and you can see them making some.
Pizza Demon, though, does manage to find his way to take out Far, and the Dragons coming out from Karasuno's Boostio. The push on the payload as you see Noble taking care of Karasuno, and they do, I would say, is one of the biggest threats that they have right now. Now Team Mobile able to come in on the attack and take this point off from underneath Karasuno.
Yeah, it looks like Noble is going to be able to secure this. And in doing so, they're backing Karasuno
to back up here, and it seems right here that Noble is going to have to retreat and come back. Oh, but the retaliation on Shiz, that is 2 tanks down from Karasuno. Boostio now taking care of Tensa and Pizza Demon. The retaliation getting rid of both supports. Here we have Karasuno still holding it down. Boostio managing to clean up the lawn, unfortunately falling to falls. The Transcendent, although not saving him, saving the rest of his team right here as Noble tries to contest within these overtime section. You see Karasuno trying to desperately try to find their way back with the Transcendence of their own. Although look at their ult economy weighing way more significant than Noble here. This is able to be reclaimed back by Karasuno if they can manage to find a way here, and they do as they clean up. Karasuno being able to successfully defend the second point. Noble now, unfortunately, seeming to give up this first point that they really could not afford to give up so quickly here to Karasuno. Far holding it on, the Transcendence coming through, and that is going to be
for just a little bit longer before pulling the trigger.
Although the hard focus on the Torp turret not being a problem for Noble, Boostio does manage to take out Brooks nonetheless. Pizza Demon with his retaliation to revenge on Boostio right here. The Ant Matrix not able to really get much, although he does manage to retreat back. The Transcendence helping out his team instead. You see the Deadeye coming from Brooks, trying to find his way to manage to actually get it cleanly. Although they do have his eyes on him, they're not going to let him get away with this freely. And the cap in no contention.
Fix turning around and actually just lighting them up with that biotic grenade, forcing them back.
Gao managing to protect the team with that shield being thrown out, protecting them from that Diva Bomb, which was going in on their flank. Although the Molten Core now covering not only the payload, but adding in that extra space. Noble not finding a reason why they need to drop down right here. It's Pizza Demon with the headshot on Shiz, but Far, again, still holding on to his own. It's not looking so hot here for Karasuno, though. They are going to have to retreat. Noble does have the numbers advantage.
We see Far just trying to stick.
And with the Dragons coming out, separating the team, the Deadeye now at the ready to respond to what Boostio just provided here, taking out 2. Now both supports from Noble have fallen. It's seeming right here, Karasuno is going to be able to take this second point. Brooks, although taking Fix, doing so right here with the follow, protecting this payload. This is my payload right now. Mikey now able to push on with that drum, allowing them to get in through. And Ansel taking out Tensa with 10 seconds left on the clock. 5 seconds of Transcendence, allowing Karasuno to be able to make this push over Noble. And last minute push is successful. Hopeful, although does take out Ansel. Not going to be able to really save the point here. What are they going to do? Can they contest? The Molten Core blocking all ways to get back onto the points. The triple kill, and it seems right here, Karasuno able to...
A lot of teams that have seen this particular pick, but finally finding one of their own. Skiz getting dropped, but there's the res to get him back online.
You gotta force the peak right there. The res allowing Chiz to get back into the action. You have the flood coming through from Sigma at the same time, but the Transcendence able to protect them. Brooks now taking care of Far once again. Now we have an even game right here between both these teams, going back and forth. Karasuno having to find their way around here. Both supports still on board to try to keep their team alive, but it's looking like Noble has the advantage. Before I said that the Transcendence coming out to try to regain control over the payload. Can Boostio really carry this to allow them to add in this pressure? It seems so. And they are going to have around right here. He does have his ult ready at the same time, and narrowly missing that. Unfortunately gets picked up right from Brooks on that double team from Gao. The high noon not going to get anywhere, but Gao's now taking out Shiz, taking out both tanks, looking very powerful here as Noble manages to take care and clean up Karasuno.
Yeah, it looks like Noble's going to be able to clear this point here. They're going to be able to secure to actually round this position themselves. So they did a good job of that in Hangar. They have to continue that effort here on point C.
Just coming through the Transcendence, able to heal everybody through all of that now as they round about the corner you were just mentioning right here. It's going to be tough right here. I mean, we do have the Molten Core, but Far gets getting picked off before he can even use it. They got that. Wow, Boostio actually getting that double pick using the Dragons is absolutely huge on Karasuno being able to hold this currently. Brooks, though, trying to find his way and unfortunately falling right at this. Had such what they could do to try to bring this back again. They do have Brooks' Deadeye to try to contest here. They do find their way to around the corner here. The grab flux coming through, taking care of Gao. Karasuno now holding it down here, not letting Noble get in. This is desperate here for Noble. Can they touch the point? 5 seconds left. Is this it for Noble? Karasuno being able to take this map over Noble, and that is your